In this video, I'm going to show you how I built my Star Eagle to Bird of Prey ship. Now, I did another version of a Bird of Prey inspired build, and I'll link that up in the top right here. But it was smaller, it only had 2 halves, but generally pretty much the same stats as far as the reactor and shields go. This one has a science lab, a workshop, captain's quarters, control station, and an all-in-one berth. So it's basically a more useful, larger build. And I did try to get it a little bit closer to the look of the Bird of Prey, as close as the parts would let me get. The stats are right here. This shows the stats without my bonuses. So 1450 shields, that's with the Vanguard shields. I think that's the best you can get in a B class. So if you're using a different reactor, if you're using a C reactor on this build, maybe you can get a bigger shields. Cargo sitting stock without bonuses at 2280, which is decent. Max 8 crew, 30 light year, 96 mobility, and the best you can get with these engines, top speed of 150. Like I said, these stats are without bonuses, so if you've got your skills fully trained, it should be, let's see, slightly better. Now, I'm not sure what level you need to be for all of these parts, but I do know at a bare minimum, if you want to go with this reactor class, you're going to need piloting rank 3, starship design rank 4. Grav drive is starship design rank 2. Other than that, I don't think, yeah, starship design rank 2 for the landers. And for the weapons on this build, you will have needed to at least started the Vanguard quest line to a certain point, but I won't give any spoilers there. And for the shields too are also Vanguard, so you'll need the Vanguard for that. I think that covers the basic requirements. Okay, as in all of my build videos, what I'm going to do now is strip it apart into its levels: the ground level, the mid-level, and the top trim. And another thing to note, there is some snap and flip glitching involved in this build. So I just want to put that out there. Alright, let me get it broken apart and we will be back. For the base level, starting front to back, tile braking engine, Stroud storeroom, Nova cowling. We have the landing bay, and we have the control station. And so I don't forget, under the control station, that's where the slim docker bottom is mounted. And moving out to the left-hand side here, we've got 2 of the NG20s here. Grav drive, 30T cargo hold, Nova cowling, Nova cowling, Nova cowling, and then snap glitched in there is the Hope Tech nose. And we have this Nova cowling here, and the Nova weapon mount. And you can put any weapons on there. I just happen to have the Vanguard obliterators. Okay, moving to the other side, 2 more of the Nova landers. It's the reactor, another cargo, and basically it's the same thing here. We've got the Nova Cowlings, the Hope Tech Nose 4, this Nova Cowling, and weapon mount. And that completes, oh, before I forget, we've got the Tayo Cowling bottom aft there, and then 4 of these Hope Tech nose in the aft configuration. Now that completes the bottom level. Okay, moving to the middle section. Got the Viking CP220. You can use any of the Vikings that you want. And we've got the Deimos bumpers fore and aft on both sides. Immediately behind the cockpit, we've got a little 1x1 storeroom. That's basically an extension to give it a decorative look. This could have been moved back, but to get closer to the bird of prey style, I needed to add that to extend the nose out a little bit. Got the Stroud all-in-one berth. And immediately behind that, Stroud Workshop. Now attached to either side here, I've got these Deimos bumpers. And they're snap glitched in with these Nova Cowlings, just to give it a little more, I don't know, different appearance. Now off of the Stroud Workshop, I have the captain's quarters and I have the science lab. That's just a filler Nova bracer. Over here, we've just got 2 hull pieces with a Hope Tech nose, Nova Cowling, and this Nova Cowling. And pretty much the same thing over here. Got the Deimos hull, Nova Cowlings. Moving around to the back, Deimos bumpers, and then the 4330s. This time it's a little different than my other build. I put them basically in the center section like that, stacked, to give it more of a closer look to the bird of prey engine. And that weapon there, and that is actually snap glitched in pieces on top. You won't see those in the build. Moving on to the top trim. Nova Cowling, Nova Cowling, Tayo Cowling, Stroud C, aft, and that you can see is snap glitched in with the Deimos Cowling 4. Fuel tanks here, and then we've got Tayo Cowlings, and they are snap glitched in with the Stroud Cap A. That's a Stroud Cap A there, with the Hope Tech radiators also incorporated into this 4-way snap here. On our outsides, we've got Stroud caps. Moving around to the back, Deimos bumpers, the other 3 engines, and on top of the 2, kind of to tie in with this to give it a little bit of relief, I've got the Deimos spine A's. That pretty much concludes the top and the section strip downs. Okay, so I cannot put these back here. And I think it's the cockpit that's giving me problems. So we'll find out. Let me take that out and then try. Yeah, this cockpit is a pain in the ass. So what we need to do, now this is a snap down glitch. This cockpit for whatever reason won't fit into place normally. So what I do is I put any 1x1 hab there. Do this and then to do the Control G. All right, let's see. What are we doing here? Normally it snaps right down. Okay, so it snapped up because there was a spot. So if you're trying to snap the cockpit down, put something on top of it so it will go down there. I can move that back, delete the top one, delete that. We're all hunky-dory. All right, now for the more, I would say the most complex part of the build. First we can slap that on without much of an, actually I think, now I can't remember how I had it. Yeah, those go all the way forward on it. So what I know we can place without an issue, let's see. I hate that pop-up. Let's bring these over. These won't be a problem. Neither will those. I do believe these have to go in first. Same with this. Maybe not. This goes first, then this one flips into place, then this one flips into place, and the shield is gone. These can go in. Now this one, if you're not hiding a weapon, you won't have to flip this one. But I'm hiding a weapon. Just because I have 3 and it looks unbalanced if it shows. I've got the other 2 down here, which doesn't look bad because they're balanced, but I didn't want just one oddball. And those, honestly, those Vanguard weapons are ugly as shit. That's why I hate using them. Okay, the next things that need to go on, fuel tanks. Then we'll flip these. And finally, flip these into place. And there, we're all back together with the build. All right, next up is the walk around, and then we'll do a little bit of flying, a little bit of combat maybe at the end. Okay, as you can see, it's a pretty large ship, and something you do need to kind of look out for is, especially at Gagarin Landing, for whatever reason, when you land there, it'll put you under here and you'll be stuck. So if you ever want to go to Gagarin Landing and you have this built, switch to a different ship before you go there. I haven't run into that problem anywhere else that I've gone. It generally spawns me out to the side, or like the ramp at New Atlantis, I'm put right here so I don't get stuck. But at Gagarin Landing, it can be a problem. All right, let's get inside and do a walk around. All right, when you enter the ship, it puts you on the main level. This is basically really where all the habs are, except the control station. So we'll go to the front first. It brings you up directly into the workshop. From there, you get into the all-in-one berth. The 1x1 storage room, and the cockpit. So with this layout, when you land somewhere, you know, you get up, come back, hit your nap, and then bam, you're out. Okay, so when you come up, you're facing front. If you go to the back through the workshop, on this side is the captain's quarters. On the other side is the science lab. And down here, that's your docker. And there's the control stations. That's it. Everything you need, and really nothing that you don't need. Okay, full perks about 180, which is, if you use 6 of these engines, or actually if you use any combination to get 100 mobility, you're going to always get about 180 top speed with full skill perks. You'll get about 150 stock if you have no skill perks for engines. So let's take our top speed. There we go. Let's take pips out. So we're going to simulate no skill perks for engines. Let's see what the boost does. Almost 600. This is what the turning looks like. And of course, if you use thrusters, it's much quicker. With full perks. $715 boost. And a little snappier. Alright, let's do some quick combat in Serpentis, and that should be about it. Alright, good. We've got some Starborns. They should be level 72s given the system. Let's see if we can separate them a little bit. Shit, he's right next to me. I was like, why am I not losing him? Alright, so as you can see, even for the level 72s, really not that much of a challenge. Even if there would have been 3, shields held up pretty good. I would have been able to boost away and whatnot. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.